And you know, traditionally, BA, when big guys match up, it's all about the power. But this contest is about finesse. Who can outplay and outsmart the competition?
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, they've got Dennis Schroeder. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Bridges in at the two-guard spot. Pass to Claxton. It's Johnson with a drive. Up and in on the layup.
I love Johnson's fearlessness. He's so good at knowing when to cut.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Here's the three. Claxton with a rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Outside Finney-Smith. Here's Schroeder. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Trying to get more confident shooting from the interior. Schroeder wants to keep adding some elements to the offensive end of his game.
And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
And the basket by Bridges.
Well, Bridges is down low, doing a great job of just pounding the defense. Makes the shot.
Young from long range nails it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Finney-Smith a screen, and here's Schroeder outside. Oh, he botches the dunk. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Okongwu, and count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
The Nets have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Schroeder against Young. High arcing shot. And the play by Schroeder as he finishes. Schroeder's gotten his second bucket.
The floater is such a deceptive and unguardable shot. You can understand why Schroeder elects to go with the dare. Sweet looking on the dip.
Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Johnson a screen on Murray. Bridges passes to Johnson. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the three-pointer goes.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And that one's good. Young.
Young knows his range to answer his opponent.
Johnson a screen on Murray. To the middle. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Bridges. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The Nets have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. And he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
Here's Hunter. The Nets making their last shot. Pass to Okongwu. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Nets. The shot misses. Young with the defensive effort. The Hawks trailing. And here's Okongwu. Yep, that one goes. He has 7.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Pass to Claxton. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Bay from long range. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And Bay's not going to hesitate, very confident in that range.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges passes to Johnson. Can they get it? And he lays it in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Bay with a screen on Bridges. There's Young with the 3. Claxton with a rebound. It's Bridges on the wing. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's the Nets up by 1. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. Mikal Bridges is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Ben Simmons has dealt with injuries, yes, but the mental aspect is also one that he's working on. He said, quote, being assertive and aggressive. I know who I am. I know I need to get to the rim and get buckets, and that's also going to help my teammates and get them going. Brian, they are all about regaining that confidence.
Such a key right now. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Going inside. Count the basket. Johnson's got 11.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, Brent, their entire 22-23 season seemed to be a win one, lose one scenario.
Yeah, a bit of a toss-up there, finishing 41-41. They made a coaching change, and with that comes a philosophical one, so you're making that adjustment. But the Hawks just never found their rhythm. You think with this offseason and retooling just a little bit, that this team comes in composed with the goal in mind that they're going to be competitive this year and see if they can get beyond that first-round exit from last year.
Pass to Claxton. Hunter against Johnson. Fires the 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
You could tell Johnson is enjoying himself playing without overthinking it.
Bay with a screen on Bridges. There's Young with the 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
It's stolen by Okongwu. Young looking around. Bay with a screen on Bridges. There's Young with the 3. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
And that's where Young is just so comfortable. He lives well beyond the three-point line.
Bridges passes to Schroeder. The 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Count that one. 16 points for him.
And here we go. Trae Young doing his thing, cooking with grease right now.
Bridges against Murray from the arc. They get it back, and there's the call on Saddiq Bey. That's his first foul of the game, and the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Watford with a screen. Simmons with it. And Capella picks him up defensively. Such a wide open look. And the Nets lead by 5. Well, Grant is the managing director of the U.S. men's national team. You've gotten to see the wealth of international talent firsthand.
It's so true, B.A. I mean, I've got so much respect for the international game. You know, over 25% of the players in the NBA right now are international players, and they produce superstar talents like Doncic, Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. The U.S. has more competition now than ever.
Here's Simmons. And he gets the bucket. And now a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
Physical defense, not a problem for Simmons. His strength is one of his assets.
Here's Mills. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. 54 seconds left in the second quarter. Smith outside. Simmons with a screen on Bogdanovich. For 3, Smith. Rebound Atlanta.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Bogdanovich from long range. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Simmons with the bucket.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
There's a screen by Johnson. Counted from distance.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Watford with a screen. Walker passes to Watford with the runner. Here's Simmons. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. With 1 on the clock. And the layup is good by Johnson. And now just a 2-point Brooklyn lead.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Nets out in front, leading by just 2. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Johnson is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then there's Patrick Mills. And it's Griffin in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder.
And one thing you like about Capella, he really understands who he is as a player.
Well, this guy is the definition of a rim runner. Protects the rim and rebounds. He does all the dirty work for this team, and he's willing to do that. That's how he makes his living.
6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Mills against Smith. Capella screen on Smith. And he lobs it up. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And for the past few seasons, the Hawks have been driven by their offense, Brent.
Yeah, they really have done a nice job of finding some wing scoring to complement what it is they've gotten from the guard position. And they put an emphasis on the three-point line. They made a coaching change, and that philosophy is also helping lead them to be a more potent offense night after night.
Team seconds.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Bogdanovich with a screen on Smith. Pass to Capella. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Pure from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got 9.
And Bogdanovich needs very little room. The defense better stay more attached.
Here's Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Oh my, Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
Simmons looking around. No good that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's good. 2 points. And it's a 5-point Atlanta lead.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Simmons with a screen on Griffin. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Bogdanovich from long range. Another three for Atlanta.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Simmons with a screen on Griffin. To the inside. And slam dunk by Simmons.
And I like seeing Simmons take initiative and look to score, especially in screen and rolls.
There's Bogdanovich with the three. And Watford pulls it down. The Nets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. It's Walker on the wing, defended by Griffin. Right side Simmons. Capella with a block.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
Walker for three. Hits a three-pointer. Walker's got 5. The Hawks leading. Outside Bogdanovich. Griffin passes to Bogdanovich. There's the steal. Watford the pass to Thomas. Smith outside. Walker against Griffin. Lets a floater go. And there's Simmons on the assist by Walker. Simmons has got 8 points here in the quarter. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Great strides in honing in his shot, looking more and more comfortable on the offensive end is Bogdanovich.
Walker for three. He can't get that one to fall.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Bogdanovich from long range. And the Hawks with another three.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's out in the comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
You love seeing games like this from Simmons, looking absolutely dominant and in control offensively.
Picked by Bogdanovich. Smith against Mills. There's the three. Here's Griffin. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Walker's shot is off.
And Bogdanovich has suffered some injuries along the way, and it's been a bit of a stop and start deal for him. But when he's feeling good and when he's in a great rhythm, man, he's an offensive force.
Okongwu, a screen on Bridges. There's Young with the three. Here's Okongwu. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Bogdan Bogdanovich making things happen for the Hawks. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Young. On the floor for Brooklyn. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Here's Murray. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Murray's sort of deceptively powerful. Does a great job of finding angles, so touching him up It's not going to stop that motion.
Screen by Claxton. And here's Schroeder outside. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Claxton. Let's go with a 3. And the net's another 3.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
From deep. That is Trey's shot. The 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Finney-Smith inside. Young's there. Here's Claxton. And the net's another 3.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Well, you concern yourself with the other guys who you think are going to damage you, and he stepped up and delivered that huge three-point shot.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
They get it back. Poke loose. And stolen by Bay. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Young, the pass to Murray. Now Bay. Launches a 3. They grab their own miss. Outside Young. On the wing, Murray. 6 on the shot clock. No good with the triple. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 4 from outside during the 4th. Inside, here's Finney-Smith. Out to Schroeder. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Murray. And here's Hunter from the arc. Picked it out of midair. 3-pointer, Bridges. Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. Screen by Claxton. Shot clock at 6. That ties the game. Bridges has got 6 points in the quarter.
And Bridges elevating his game.
Woo! Outside Young. Young on the drive. Up top A. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. The Nets have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Johnson with a 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Schroeder. Shoots over Bay. And that one's long.
That's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot. And Sadiq Bey with the biggest hoop of the game.
To take the lead. Rebound Atlanta. In transition. 55 seconds left to play in the 4th. Oh, nails the triple.
Oh, man, Bey needed that one, and so did the team.
Bridges against Murray. Bridges passes to Johnson. From downtown. Count it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch. And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
For 3, Bridges. Here's Claxton. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
You just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Bay from long range. It's good from beyond the arc.
Strong response there by Bay, upping the competitive nature here a little.
Fires from the wing. Misses. And so it's Atlanta with the W. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForce. Brent Bear.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And you know, with all the talent in these two backcourts, Doris, this should be a very exciting matchup.
And you know, Kev, it feels like we could say that for most matchups these days, right? The league is so heavily laden with talent at the guard position. I feel spoiled.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's Reed in at center. Basket counts.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here he goes. And the layup is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hunter sets a screen for Bay. From outside, off the mark. Okongwu kicks to Bay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Okongwu. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work with good shots inside the arc as well.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
Bay sets a screen. Young pass to Bay. Back to Young. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Young pass to Hunter. And the shot goes in.
Excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And here's Conley outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Towns finds McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. To the middle. The kick out to Towns. And another three for Minnesota.
Now, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
Young outside. From outside the arc. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
To the paint. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
To the inside. Towns with the steal. McDaniels with the ball. He's against Young. Back to McDaniels. Towns, a screen on Young. Out to Edwards. And stolen by Murray. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
.105 left in the first quarter. Young outside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And this game belongs to Young right now, and he is simply making everything.
Edwards against Murray. Edwards a screen on Hunter. Back to Edwards. Young with the steal. .30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Okongwu dishes to Young. Shoots over McDaniel. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for Minnesota, the wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Young. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reid misses. The Hawks trailing. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. And Doris, here we're looking at Jaden McDaniel's stats. He's clearly been stepping up his game.
He has, Kevin. It's always fun to see a young talent develop their skill set, build real confidence, and Jaden's starting to carve out his space in this league.
Here's Okongwu. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Towns wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, his versatility on display. Karl Anthony Towns can spot up from deep, back you down in the post, and just for luck, how about a little money pull-up off the dribble?
Here's Bay. Now, here's Okongwu. Bay with the screen for Young. And that one, good. Young's got 16 points.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Young left side, and the layup falls. Young's got 4 this quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
All sorts of time. Bay pulls it in.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And once the acceleration for Murray hits you, he's gone.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Alexander Walker. Nothing on the board. Passes it to McDaniels. One thing you hear nowadays, Doris, is that there's not enough defense. Do you agree with that?
I don't in this way, Kevin. I believe we must redefine what quality defense looks like. The floor is so spread, the skill level and shot making so high that I think it is much more difficult to guard in today's NBA.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Johnson sets the screen for Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Inside, here's Johnson. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. In the corner, it's Griffin. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Conley. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Hey, this guy is competitive. He's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the long arms of Capella, using them to perfection as a target for his teammates on that alley-oop.
Morris outside. Anderson against Johnson. Anderson passes to Morris. Kicks to Gobert. Rebounded by the Hawks. 20 seconds left here in the second. Capella with a screen on Morris. The pass to Johnson. Pass to Capella. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. You've got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
We've got Bogdanovich. Johnson is out there with Griffin. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Mills in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Greg, taking a look at Monte Morris for a second, you got to be inspired by his terrific story.
I mean, from late second-round pick to a seasoned NBA player, Morris never gave up on himself and continues to impress with each passing season.
Left side, Griffin. Another three for Atlanta.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Anderson with the screen for Conley. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Conley's got 8 points.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a three.
Here's Capella. Yep, it counts. Capella's got his second basket of the game.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Conley finds Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Mike Conley specializes in reading the floor. This guy is an expert in pick and roll.
Doubled by Conley. And here's Mills from the arc. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 4 assists in the game. Morris passes to Anderson. Gobert with a screen for Anderson. Gobert down low. Capella's there. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This guy has been a superb offensive rebounder. Gobert uses that size and positioning.
Bogdanovich passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline reporting.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The D just couldn't anticipate Bogdanovich's shot there. He catches them by surprise with the pull-up.
Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. It's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career.
Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bogdanovich wide open. Another three for Atlanta.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Gobert with a screen on Bogdanovich. That bucket in no time at all. Edwards got 13 points.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Outside Bogdanovich. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And finished off by Griffin.
Patty Mills is about winning, guys, and if that means finding the open man, he'll do just that.
For 3, Edwards. Rebound, Atlanta.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Johnson. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. So much fun in the doors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Bays checked in for Johnson. DeAndre Hunter comes in for A.J. Griffin. And Trae Young subbed in for Patty Mills. Edwards kicks to McDaniel. It's deflected. Over in the corner, Edwards. Down low. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter. Murray's checked in for Atlanta. From deep three-point land, McDaniels. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Okongwu finds Bay. And the 3 off target. Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Reed. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Off target with his 3. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Hawks ahead, up by 8. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA. And you see it right there on display.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Minnesota calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. They were asking the team to play fast and push the ball. Coach told the players, hey look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Reed. And it's Alexander Walker in at point guard. Inside, here's Reed. Boom, he chains it straight down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Back to Young. Bay with the screen for Young. Takes it inside. Misses the layup.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Jacks up a 3. The shot by McDaniels, no good. The Hawks leading by 5. Hunter the pass to Murray. It's Young on the wing. McDaniels defending. Shots good from Young.
Carving through the defense with ease. I love watching Young slam on the Jets and knife inside.
Edwards looking it over to the paint. Here's Reed. Up and in on the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Young with no one around. Again, Young missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll return possession. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
And the Timberwolves call timing. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Towns a screen on Murray. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. To the inside, Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Murray. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Reed. Just 5 to shoot. Edwards finds Reed. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
They set the pick. Murray against Edwards. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Here's Young with the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
B passes to Young. The tray. Good on the triple. Young's got 12 points now in the quarter.
This is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
To the wing right side. Now here's McDaniels. He's guarded closely. This is it to Reed. The Timberwolves working the ball around him. And he takes the fantastic lead pass out strong for the slam.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Young's shot is good.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
For 3, Edwards. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
And Young kicks to Bay. Young outside. Back to Bay. Young outside. There's the 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Lets it go from deep. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Hunter, here we go. And the pass to Bay. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Alexander Walker. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so the Hawks take the win. It was all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
And welcome to 2K. And it's always fun to watch the next generation of basketball, RJ. The youth movement is certainly on for both of these teams.
Man, it's so great to see the young guys get some experience. The more playing time they get, the more comfortable they become. This is going to be a really good game.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. And it's Conley in at the 1. Just 5 to shoot. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Conley. It's good.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Bridges against Edwards. Pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Schroeder. Conley. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Schroeder.
He's one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Even though the Timberwolves made the playoffs in 2023, Grant, they had their share of trials.
Yeah, B.A., they had to integrate new players. I mean, Cat missed 51 games due to a calf strain. There was that incident with Gobert and Kyle Anderson. And, of course, Jaden McDaniels fracturing his hand.
Now here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. Claxton with a rebound. Schroeder with it. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Mike Conley. Free throw good. Schroeder. Despite an unpredictable regular season, RJ, the Nets did make the 2023 playoffs.
Look, they stuck it out and secured a playoff berth. Mikal Bridges was outstanding, but they were overwhelmed in the postseason because maybe they weren't ready for that. But it really shows you how much more development this squad needs.
Now here's Edwards. The 3 drops in the 3.
Shooting the 3 with confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards.
Schroeder passes to Finney-Smith. Takes it inside. Now here's Claxton. It's Bridges on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. And it's Vince Sanity himself, Vince Carter, in the building tonight.
And talk about a spectacular career. Really helped launch basketball in Toronto and the entire country of Canada. And, of course, elevated the Nets as well in his 5 years with this team.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Conley. Towns a screen on Schroeder. From deep, Conley. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Edwards. He's guarded by Bridges. Edwards against Bridges. Edwards, a pass to Towns. And Claxton comes to help. Here's Reed. Pass basket's good. And that'll tie this game up.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Schroeder. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Towns. Floats one up. Reed, good.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Down low. It's tipped. Here's Claxton. Screen by Claxton. To the paint. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Edwards looking for an opening. Back to Reed. Pass to McDaniels. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Nets. Trailing by 4 to stop the drought. And it's good on the lay-in. 59 seconds left to play in the first. Edwards against Bridges. Pass to Reed. It's McDaniels on the wing. Takes the 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Edwards against Bridges. There's the triple. Here's Claxton. The kick out to Johnson. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Now here's Edwards. Towns outside. Pass to McDaniels for 3. No good there. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 2. And man, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
We've got Cameron Johnson, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
Pass to Towns. He takes it in. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Finney-Smith, a screen. Fires the 3. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Edwards against Bridges. Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him. Tries the spin move. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
And here's Schroeder outside. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Towns. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look. A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, what a move from Edwards. He's fantastic at creating for himself.
Schroeder passes to Bridges. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. That one goes in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Minot comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Morris in for Conley. All right, RJ, let me put you on the spot. In the not-so-distant future, let's say 2028, who's the face of the NBA?
Well, BA, there's a high probability LeBron might still be playing, but my smart money is on Luka. He's already a superstar. Or maybe it's Victor Wembanyama. He's 7'4". We've never seen a guy that can do what he does at his size, but I can't wait to find out.
Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Gotta attack when you have that chance.
Simmons, the pass to Watford. Left side, Simmons puts the move on, and slam dunk by Simmons.
The big man's got handles. I mean, you know, sometimes you can forget that Simmons is a good ball handler.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, quote, "I am the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best at everything I did." Coach Finch said, quote, "He is super confident, he's real, and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides an insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player." Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. And it's Thomas off the drive. From deep, here's Simmons. Rebound, Minnesota. Pass to Alexander Walker. Puts up a 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Oh, got that one up quick. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Lays out. Ooh, Morris with a steal. That'll count. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 9-point. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And if you're just joining in, 1 half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So for Minnesota right now, Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Monte Morris. And it's Minot in at the small forward position. Walker passes to Simmons. Back to Walker. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. Walker's got 6.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Alexander Walker. Again, the Timberwolves score.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Anderson against Simmons. The kick out to Walker. And there's a 3-second violation.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
Here's Gobert. Playing to his strength. Gobert inside.
Yeah, and Gobert's teammates encourage him to seek out his offense, especially when he's this deep.
Walker for three. Sinks the tray. 9 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
They set the screen. And he gets it to go. Walker's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're gonna get it done.
Anderson with a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Nice shot by Walker.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 15.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Walker passes to Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
As point guards go, I don't know that anyone can throw it down like Simmons. He dunks more than most centers do.
Pass to Anderson. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Simmons. Watford inside. He's against Gobert. And Walker, here we go. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Claxton, he's checked in for Watford. Finney Smith comes in for Ben Simmons. Mikal Bridges checked in for Thomas. And it's Schroeder in for Smith. Reed, a screen on Bridges. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Over to the wing. Outside Edwards. Launches it. Knocks down the triple. Give him 8.
Well, Edwards can be so accurate, making shots look easy at times.
And here's Schroeder outside. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. The kick out to Conley. Reed sets a screen. Three-pointer. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Pass to Bridges. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Here's Claxton. Outside Finney Smith. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Pass to Reed. It's McDaniels on the wing. Edwards against Bridges. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Throws it up high. And out of bounds. The Nets will take it.
What is going on right now?
Johnson, he's checked in for Walker. On the attack, Schroeder. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Minnesota's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Edwards. Give him 8. Towns for 3, and that's not gonna go. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Nets. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Mikal Bridges is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. Now here's Conley, covered by Schroeder. And here's Edwards. 6 to shoot. Back to Conley. The fadeaway. Rebounded by the Nets.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Schroeder. And the layup is good off the glass. Schroeder's gotten 4 this quarter.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Fires in the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Back to Bridges. Finney-Smith, a screen to the inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Dorian Finney-Smith defends bigger than he actually is, Richard.
Yeah, B.A. Finney-Smith is about 6'7" or so, but it feels like he's taller than that. Oftentimes you see him playing the 4 in a lot of lineups, but it gives you flexibility with his reach.
Towns outside. Back to Conley. Towns down low, covered by Johnson. And there's Towns on the assist by Conley.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
The 3-ball. And Claxton gets the bucket.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality 3-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
And here's Edwards outside. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Schroeder. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Edwards with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And Towns slams it home.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Claxton can't get it to go.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Edwards for 3. Brooklyn with the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Edwards finds Towns. 1:25 left in the 4th quarter. Unloads. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Outside Johnson. To take the lead. Sinks it. What range from downtown. And the Nets lead by 1.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Claxton with a rebound.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Johnson for three. Oh, gets the free to fall.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Edwards for three. No luck on that one. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Oh, this has been a really nice stretch for them.
Yeah, they really are taking advantage of these opportunities that are given. Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Here's Edwards. Oh, he nails it!
And you gotta love the mentality of Anthony Edwards. He wants to be the star. He wants the spotlight. Not everyone is like that.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job.
Take a look at this one here tonight. The clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done, and I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's the stars Young and Murray. The post pairing, Bay along with Okongwu. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Young pass to Okongwu. Young inside. He's against Bridges. Shots good from Young.
Lots of contact on Trae Young, but he battles right through it.
Bridges attacking. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Young looking it over. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Pass to Murray. Lock at 6. And it's Murray with the jam.
DeJounte Murray, he is so clean with the dribble.
And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
He gets it in there. Bridges has got his second basket.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Bay with a screen on Bridges. Young for 3. To the middle. That's tipped. Bridges with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
Wasted no time on that one. Young's got 5.
Everything is within Trae Young's range.
Schroeder against Young. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Basket good.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Young with the ball. 5 points in the game. He takes it in. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Again, the Hawks score.
Leave a gap that size and Trae Young will spot it, and then he'll exploit it.
Here's Schroeder. Offline with his 3.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Young is double. Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Down low. Here's Schroeder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
Drawing contact inside. Dennis Schroeder using his reach and quickness to compensate for his height disadvantage. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And Trae Young may have taken it personally that he was drafted 5th in that stacked 2018 draft.
And GA, that draft was full of superstars. But you're right, he's played the most NBA games out of the top 5 picks in that draft.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, back-to-back threes. Trae Young welcomes this duel because they're usually to his advantage.
Bridges, no one around him. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And Young kicks to Murray. Back to Young. Outside for Murray. Hunter on the wing. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Out to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Johnson outside. It's good from long range. Johnson's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Young. 11 points in the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And the shot goes in.
Trey is just going off. So aggressive on the offensive end.
Bridges against Murray. Fires the 3. Bridges missing again. 3-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Nets up. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. The post pairing, Bay along with Okongwu. Outside, the wings are Murray and Hunter. And it's Young in at the 1. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. Atlanta with the ball, following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. Young with no one around, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They lead by 4, and that one's good.
Schroeder has really improved as a 3-point shooter. With that shot, he becomes even more dangerous.
And Smitty, here we have Atlanta consistently knocking on the door in a crowded Eastern Conference.
You know, Kevin, they have added talent. Unfortunately, so has the rest of the conference. But Atlanta's still young, and they have room to grow.
Here's Claxton. Finney-Smith finds Bridges. Picked by Finney-Smith. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Johnson surveying the floor. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. In the corner, Murray with it. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Encouraging to see DeJounte Murray drain the 3-ball. He's getting better and better.
Pass to Claxton. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Young outside. Launches a 3. In the corner, it's Hunter. Shoots over Johnson. Spins. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Back to Okongwu. It's deflected. Here's Finney-Smith. He's defended by Bay. Johnson can't hit.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Young in the corner. Stolen away. Pass to Schroeder. This one for 3. And the Nets miss again.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Bridges passes to Finney-Smith. Young with the steal. Now the pass to Bay. Puts up a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
And so they foul intentionally.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Capella with a screen on Thomas. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
A fairly unassuming personality. Clint Capella enjoying the spotlight on that one.
Here's Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Atlanta shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
Simmons can't get it to go.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And it's Capella missing. The Nets with the lead. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Bogdanovich wide open, and he hits it to tie the game up. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter. With 4 seconds on the clock, and Simmons gets it to go on the assist from Thomas.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Simmons is out there with Lonnie Walker. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Smith. And it's Watford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who Kevin Ollie starts the second half with. Mills dishes to Capella. Griffin kicks to Bogdanovich. Capella with a screen on Thomas. Great open look there. Bogdanovich has got 8 points. Greg, there's been a scoring surge throughout the league. Is that due to poor defense, or is it to the rising talent level?
Listen, teams are still defending, and the rules might have helped some. There's no doubt that there's not as much grabbing and holding. But these guys are scoring from all over the court and doing things we've just never seen before.
Let me tell you, the three-point shot of Bogdan, it is money in this league.
Griffin against Walker for the three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks leading. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Again, the Hawks score.
Love how Bogdan runs in transition, making the effort to ensure the break is successful.
Outside Thomas. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks. Simmons passes to Watford. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks have gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. Look at that! Oh,
I'm leaving. I'm gone. All Bogdanovich needs is a little room, and the moment he has it, he pulls it right up.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Nets trail by 9. Steve, thinking back to the 2018 draft, Atlanta made a trade that day with major ramifications.
Kevin, yes, they did. At the core of it, it was Young for Doncic. It might have been easy to second guess at first, but Young has had an enormous impact on the Hawks.
Capella with a screen on Thomas. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
The drive by Simmons. And Capella sends it back.
What a block by Clint Capella, flying in with those long arms for the no.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Teardrop shot. Here's Simmons. Goes back up. And the layup is good. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
And forget the pretty offensive skills. Simmons using his length to get some gritty points on that play.
Capella sends a screen for Bogdanovich. Good on the three-point shot. Bogdanovich has got 22 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Walker's got the ball here for Brooklyn. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
1:30 left here in the third quarter. Outside, Bogdanovich. Launches it. No good. Nets trail by 8. And a wide open look for Walker. Sinks the triple. Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Nice one. Overall, Walker is a very reliable three-point shooter. And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
There's the pick. The drive by Smith. Takes it off the glass. Now just a 3-point Atlanta lead.
I tell you what, Smith has one of the best first steps I've seen in a long time. This guy is outstanding in terms of how he explodes. Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Simmons, a screen on Griffin. From deep, Walker. And they recover it. Thomas gets a wide open look. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Capella dishes to Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitutions on the court.
Okongwu with a screen on Bridges. And here's Young from the arc. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 6. Schroeder. That shot no good. Good defensive work there by Young. Murray for 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Outside, the wings are Murray and Hunter. The post pairing, Bay along with Okongwu. And it's Young in at the point guard. It will go down, and the Hawks lead has got to just 7 on the basket from Johnson. Atlanta's shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Young for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Has to finish Smith. Here's Bridges. It's good. For that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Young against Bridges. Lets it go. Young's shot is good. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Back to Claxton. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Young pass to Bay. Young against Bridges. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Bay with a screen for Murray. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Schroeder in the corner. Hits it from three-point range.
Typically playing the role of catalyst. This time, Schroeder's the one who gets set up.
Young outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Offensive rebound. A 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Picked by Finney-Smith. Bridges for 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Young against Bridges. Hunter sets a screen for Young. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer.
It's good. And the Hawks lead has got down now to just 6 on the basket from Bridges.
And for the night, Bridges is cooking with grease and showing no signs of slowing down.
Young from outside. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Johnson for 3. They get it again. Claxton. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
Schroeder finds Finney-Smith. Bridges for 3. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
From downtown, a rebound by the Nets.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to bring.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Johnson from outside. Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. Kicks it out to Schroeder. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Money! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Ice in his veins. Schroeder knows how to deliver when it matters the most.
Bay with a screen on Bridges. And here's Young from the arc. Misses the 3. Johnson for 3. The 3 won't fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And here's Young. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Bridges. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. That one goes in. Young's got the first basket here in overtime for the Hawks.
Great at penetrating inside. Once Young gets a step on the defense, he explodes toward the bucket.
Finney-Smith gets it over to Schroeder. Passes it to Claxton. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Okongwu. They push it up 4 on 3. There's the triple. Traps in the tray.
So calm with the rock. Sadiq Bey playing like a seasoned vet.
Schroeder setting the pick for Bridges. Schroeder with the ball. And it's Bey picking him up. Schroeder passes to Finney-Smith. The pass to Bridges. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Murray down low. He's guarded by Schroeder. Bey kicks to Murray. Bey with a screen on Schroeder. Fires for 3. Bey, no good. Nets trail by 3. Picked by Finney-Smith. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich has checked in. Johnson outside. Picked by Finney-Smith. Takes a 3. And Johnson is good for the 3. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. Huge shot there, and the crowd knows it.
Yeah, you gotta love hearing a crowd get this fired up.
Bogdanovich, no luck. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. And stolen by Bey. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Here's Okongwu. It's hauled in by Claxton. What is on the line here?
Crowd is so focused.
Under passes to Finney-Smith. Johnson with a screen on Bey.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Drains it from downtown.
No fear from Bogdanovich. This guy is a baller.
Johnson dishes to Schroeder. Here's Finney-Smith. They set the pick to the paint. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Nobody near Schroeder. Got it! Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Number 11,
Shot from the inbound. No good. Bogdanovich. Count it!
He is not known for his rebounding, but Bogdanovich competes with great energy, and it pays off with those second chance points.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 1. 1 second left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Here's what you take.
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got 1 shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
And so it's the Hawks who... All right, DA, thanks again. Thank you for joining us.
Of athletes out here tonight, Grant, and front row seats to watch it.
You know, BA, they're going to be stuffing that highlight reel all night. I mean, you can feel the energy in this place. The crowd is definitely ready for it.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Hunter and Bay holding down the forward spots. The talented duo of Young and Murray on the backcourt. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5 down low.
Give credit to Young's tenacity from the interior. Getting the D's attention right there.
Good on both. After falling in the first round of the 2023 playoffs, Clark, the Timberwolves still have some work to do.
Yep, they were hoping the Rudy Gobert trade, BA, would elevate them higher. But this is a team that still needs...
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Young against McDaniels. Bay from long range. Drills it from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Reed. 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. And Clark, when Karl Anthony Towns is on the floor, he's one of the best big men in the NBA.
Well, you said it. The key words there, on the floor. I'm sure Cat is frustrated by the injuries he's had over the years, and he's doing everything in his power to stay as healthy as possible.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Young with it, picked up by Reed. Reed against Young. They kick it out to Murray. And the Hawks with another 3.
Well, you know, that part of Murray's game has to be there for him, and I know how hard he's worked to improve his three-point shooting. Good to see.
Towns on a screen. Edwards for 3. Hunter with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Pass to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
A Kongwu high post. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Young from long range. And the Hawks with another 3.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
To stop the run. Kongwu with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Back to Young. Bay with a screen on McDaniels. Young from long range. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, I like the determination and the hustle. This guy leaves it all out there every time he's between the lines.
Pass to Reed. 4-3. Nails it from 3.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
There's Young with the 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Reed. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second team foul.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Reed to screen on Murray. And Edwards puts up a deep three.
Well, you look at Murray's length and his speed and his footwork, defensive IQ, all of those things allow him to guard multiple positions.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
McDaniels against Hunter. McDaniels passes to Reed. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They lead by 14. Bay with a screen on McDaniels. Here's Young. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Edwards can't hit. For Atlanta, they've gone an impressive 8 of 9. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And Edwards, here we go, to halt the run. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. It hasn't taken... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Naz Reid, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Hunter, a screen on Reed. Bay from long range. Here's Hunter, tries again, and he lays it up and in. Hunter's gotten his first points in this one.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Bay with a screen on Edwards. Here's Murray. Outside for Bay. The Hawks need to get one up here. Stolen by Conley.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Virtually no way to stop Towns. He's extremely dangerous that close to the bucket.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is a threat from everywhere on the court. He said, quote, if I need to shoot, I can shoot. If I need to post up, be a bruiser, I can be a bruiser. I'm not a specialist in anything. What I can do is be a very versatile player and try to do every single thing really well. Brian?
Yeah, that's the good stuff there. Allie, thank you.
Towns sees an open player and rewards him with a nice pass.
Young looking for an opening. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6. And we heard some coaches saying the league punishes retaliation, and that might even encourage players to instigate. Grant, you think he's got a point?
You know, B.A., I think he does. I mean, if guys are creating a dust-up to try to get opposing star players thrown out, the officials cannot reward that.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
Atlanta's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Here's Young. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to Towns. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Sadiq Bey.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Young from long range, and give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Watch how Young outsmarts the defense, going for the pull-up jumper when they're unprepared.
And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Good on the shot.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Young inside, working on McDaniels, and that one's good. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Young. Three-pointer. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
There's a minute 12 left in the second. Young against McDaniels. Knocked away. Pass to Edwards. Towns a screen on Murray. Edwards against Murray. Here's Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Young against McDaniels. Pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Murray, you give him that type of opportunity, you're asking for trouble. He is a strong finisher.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Towns on a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. And too long on the shot.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Towns on a screen. McDaniels from long range. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. A big-time effort for Trae Young. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Let's hear it for Ray.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. They've got Griffin, Patrick Mills out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Johnson in at the 4 spot. There's Bogdanovic with the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Well, Clark, no question which end of the floor Rudy Gobert makes his biggest impact.
Yeah, he's a demoralizing defender. I mean, his height and reach give him some significant advantages, but it's more than that. You don't win multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards just because you're tall and long. You got to have some toughness, you got to have some anticipation and timing, and the willingness to get down and dirty.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Anderson with a screen on Bogdanovic. Right side Anderson. To the middle. Pass to Gobert. Gobert working inside.
Clearly the strength of Gobert's game. Tough cover down low.
Outside Bogdanovich. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Griffin finds Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Capella's so good at finishing around the rim, showing you right there. Great explosiveness inside.
Anderson against Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 7. Takes a 3. Capella with a rebound. Atlanta's gotten 6 of 10 3-pointers to drop. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
After their big trade with Rudy Gobert, it's taken a while for the Wolves to gel. Gobert said, quote, "It just comes with the time and trust. Basketball is never perfect, but we can punish all kinds of defenses by making the right play and finding the open man. With that mindset, we are going to keep getting better. I'm confident in our abilities." Brian?
Well, that's the way you have to look at it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Bogdanovich. Outside Mills. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Mills against Morris. Capella with a block.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Bogdanovich, that's good.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Mills. Here's Morris. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gobert. And the ball out of play. The Hawks will have it. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Bogdanovich with a screen on Morris. Releases. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. There's a minute 17 left to play in the third quarter here. Towns outside. They still need this. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Griffin slams it in.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Edwards, the pass to Reed. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Bogdanovich, that's good.
You like seeing Bogdanovich get it done inside. An opportunistic scorer around the rim.
Edwards with it, and Capella picks him up defensively. And Edwards slams it in.
You gotta have some guts and guile to take it to the bucket strong despite the big fella standing in the way.
Capella, screen on Conley. Mills, the pass to Capella. And he converts the layup. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Towns on a screen. Pass to Reed. The 3 is up. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. No luck on that one. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks ahead, up 19. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slot. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here he goes, and that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
It's amazing what Young can do out there offensively. He just reads the defense so well.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass, just sailed it right out of bounds.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Murray looking around. Back to Okongwu. Clock at 4. There's Young with the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
Edwards against Murray. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. Here's Young. And it's Atlanta's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. The floater, and they pick up 2. Young's got 32 points.
When you're the size of Young, the floater is your friend. Nice touch, young man.
Shoots from the baseline. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Reed sets a screen. McDaniels from long range. Sinks it from distance. McDaniels got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Young. The shot's good.
A pure shooter. Young, almost backyardish sometimes with his shots.
Hunter against McDaniels. Reed a screen on Hunter. McDaniels from long range. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Young against McDaniels. Outside Young. Bay with a screen on McDaniels. There's Young with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down. Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
And Young draws the double. Down low. Here's Hunter. That one is off. Some solid defense from Edwards. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Conley looking for an opening. Towns outside. Edwards against Murray. Towns a screen on Murray. Fires for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Bay. Jacks up a 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists in the game. Minnesota has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth.
Really hard to think of things they didn't do well in this one. Certainly a dominant night on offense for the Hawks.
I'd say the rim protection really turned things around in their favor.
Yeah, their defensive rotations have been superb. They've been trying to challenge every shot. I love their effort.
And what a huge performance it was for Trae Young.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Towns for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
He drops it from range. Young's got 39.
stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Hunter, good.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Towns. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Young from long range, and the Hawks with another three.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
Edwards finds Reed. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. So we see the Hawks taking the W. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg.
Greg, you notice about both these teams, they look to play through the passing game.
And all the better for us. I mean, as fans of the game, seeing that kind of flow and teamwork, it just makes the game fun to watch.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Edwards can't hit. Schroeder against Conley. Schroeder, left side, and Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Bridges against Edwards. Driving to the basket. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Schroeder looking around. Pass to Claxton. There's the pick. And it's Johnson penetrating. The shot's good from Claxton.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable, contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make.
And Towns throws it down.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Schroeder against Conley. Here's Finney-Smith, and finished off by Finney-Smith.
That's where on the drive, Dorian Finney-Smith blank comes into play, right? Helps him get past and around defenders.
And it's good for 2.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They trail by 3. Here's Conley. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Schroeder against Conley. Schroeder passes to Claxton. Johnson for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Edwards. Driving the lane. Reed gets the bucket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Finney-Smith passes to Claxton. Johnson wide open. He fires. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Towns. Shakes him. The pass to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Towns, a screen on Johnson. Here's McDaniels. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Claxton. Again, the Nets for 2.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. 4-point game. Edwards against Bridges. Reed. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. He has 5.
This is something Edwards is getting better and better at, facilitating for his guys.
Here's the screen. Here's Bridges. Plays it up off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For three, Edwards. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Nets leading by 6. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Instant offense. Dennis Schroeder can fire up his team with that pretty dribble drive.
Edwards looking it over. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 5 now.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Nets lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nets?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a three, he wants to come right back at you.
And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards. And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
They set the screen. Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3. ADB, as players establish themselves, gaining that respect and recognition always seems to come down to postseason success, right? Playoff success.
It's so true, Kevin, whether it's fair or not. Great production in the regular season without having accompanying success in the postseason tends to get written off. So the pressure falls on teams to win or risk losing their star players.
Pass to Claxton, out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Minnesota's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. To the inside. It's picked off. Here's the break. Johnson from outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Screen by McDaniel. Inside. Passes to Reed. Towns down low. Claxton covering. No good that time. The Nets with the lead. Schroeder kicks to Finney-Smith. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Bridges. Stolen by McDaniels. And again, Minnesota will turn it over. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Brooklyn's gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And Doris, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
Nets leading by 5. And it's Walker penetrating. Smith outside. Pass to Watford. The three. Outside for Thomas. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Thomas got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
And this is what they're asking for from Dennis Smith Jr. Keep your eyes up and be ready to make a play for your teammates.
Here's McLaughlin. Looking to end the run. Gobert trying to get open. And McLaughlin gets it to go. McLaughlin's got his first 2 points. The drive by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Wow, how about that drive? That was no mercy on his way to the cup, Ben Simmons.
McLaughlin, the pass to Moore. 1:10 left now here in the second. Gobert, the screen. 13 feet away. Drops in the layup for 2.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Simmons dishes to Walker. No good from Simmons.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert into traffic.
Here's Alexander Walker. Thomas covering. Simmons against Anderson. And it goes down 2 points. And now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Walker outside. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yes, he has the size, but you also have to be willing to be alert and active on the offensive glass. Ben Simmons, always a willing participant.
Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the 3. 4 seconds left. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Oh, come on, fella. And power it down. That dunk was ridiculous.
There was absolutely nobody that was going to get in the way of that finish.
Ben Simmons, one of the most skilled guys at pressuring the basketball. Long arms, excellent instincts, and the work habits to get it done.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll return shortly. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's who Kevin Ollie is starting the second half with. Simmons is out there with Walker. And it's Smith. Then it's Thomas. And it's Watford into the center position.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces, including Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Kevin, this guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn, he was given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready for a bigger and bigger share of the responsibility.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Guys, if Ben Simmons can start to make these free throws, I think it opens up a world of opportunity. You don't have to dump the basketball late in the game, and if you make a 15-foot jump shot, now you're a real threat.
And Doris, you were saying this about Kyle Anderson. He can give you a little bit of everything.
Kevin, he's one of those guys who'll provide shooting, defense, passing, playmaking, you name it. Sort of that jack of all trades at the forward spot. This guy has always found minutes because his understanding of the game is elite.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Nets. 3-point lead. Walker the pass to Simmons. Here's Alexander Walker. Thomas covering. Kick out to Moore. Gobert with a screen on Smith. Offensive rebound. Bank shot, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And there's the drive. Outside, Simmons. Outside Thomas. And here's Walker outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walker's got 6.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And here's Walker outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Kicks it to Anderson. Gobert with a screen for Anderson. And finished off by Gobert.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
Thomas passes to Walker. A 3-ball. Buries it from 3-point range. Walker's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Nets.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Anderson outside. There's 1:54 left to play in the 3rd. Snatched up. Gobert. No good with the layup.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that gun.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Watford passes to Walker. Right wing. Here's Watford, defended by Gobert. Just 4 to shoot. To the middle. The shot by Watford, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Alexander Walker. And a miss there on the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% for the team. And Simmons slams it in.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
Here's Alexander Walker. Thomas covering. And stolen by Simmons. Smith wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound. Simmons dishes to Thomas. Outside, Walker. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Trendon Watford. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Ben Simmons. Mikal Bridges checked in for Cameron Thomas. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Smith. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. It's Schroeder with the drive. Here's Claxton. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Claxton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets. Reed with it. He's got 5. Now here's Edwards. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The wing set for them, Edwards and McDaniels. Reed is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Conley in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Johnson. Brooklyn leading by 14. The drive by Schroeder. And he makes good on the layup. 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Well, this is what you must do when you get hit on a field goal attempt, right? Schroeder keeps his concentration. What maturity he's demonstrated these last couple of years.
Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nets.
And And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
And that one drops for him.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Edwards against Bridges. The kick out to Towns. To the left side wing. Towns, a screen on Schroeder. Back to Towns. Just 5 on the clock. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
Schroeder against Conley. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Johnson surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Claxton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Finney-Smith. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
Passes it to McDaniels. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders both on and off the floor.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Edwards drives in. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson from outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Conley feeling it out. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Pass to Reed. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive player. So disciplined, so tough.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Johnson.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
To the paint. Here's Towns, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
I'll tell you this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
Bridges finds Johnson. Bridges sets the screen for Johnson. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Nets lead by 21.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
From deep, Johnson. Reed with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And the second free throw, good.
At the line for 3.
And he nails the third. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards from past the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Fires from way outside. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in...
Go.